Who's been some of your biggest influence with your music?
I would say starting out, I was probably 14 or 15 starting to play guitar, and I grew up listening to I grew up doing like musical theater stuff, but whenever I was around 15 or 16, it was around the time Miranda Lambert and the Dixie Chicks and like Taylor Swift were all women playing instruments, and they were good at them and songwriting,
You
and those
remind
are
me
just
of
women that I
them.
could look up to, and
You definitely remind me of them.
and
I
they were
picked that up.
yeah, and well, thanks. Um, but yeah, that's just how I wanted to pick up the guitar, and I was like, those are women that, I mean, if they can do that, I can do it. That looks so much fun, and I grew up performing, and it just didn't make sense to do anything else. So,
Awesome.
but yeah, those are the women that I started listening to, and then from there, I loved Miranda Lambert whenever I started out. Like, if you asked any of my previous band members, starting out, they're like, okay, Kaitlin, we've got to do something other than Miranda Lambert covers from now on. Like, and so I would start listening to what Miranda Lambert, like, before I really looked into it, I noticed that Miranda Lambert doesn't write all of her songs. She co-writes. She uses more like local artists from Texas and older songwriters. And once I started figuring that out, I just started loving older music and listening to Hank Williams and all that kind of stuff. Merle Haggard, and those started to be more of my influences. And then I mean, everything just grew from there as far as influences. Every concert I've been to is just like recently I went to the Jack White concert, I went to Jack White, and then I went to like Ryan Adams. So there's like a little bit of rock and roll influence, and old classic country, and like Loretta Lynn and Dolly Parton are huge influences on me because they're just very, very sweet, but also a couple of firecrackers for sure.